Ralph Simmons, all kind of crazy colors, living colors, left wrist, roll it, ice. Make some Margiela my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons, don't lace him. Got your wanna.
Huh? Wait, don't wanna talk about the paper. I swear they got these be haters. They be hating, I feel out of. Live in cul-de-sac, don't get along. Ooh, right with my neighbors. Diamonds on my neck.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills struggled a week ago, falling back to 500 on the season. But today they'll have a chance to correct that. It's the Bengals going up against the Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and a good return is stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Buffalo Bills. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Dobbs to throw. And Eifert has it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down, Downs to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, it's Dixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the toss play, this is Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff for Dixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first, Dixon again. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Dobbs finding room to the 20. Throw left side complete. That's sharp. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Davis now, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. To throw now on first down. Now he's... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Dixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Looking deep for Julio. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Here we go.
Back to throw Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's fielded at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain. Where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers, and this one winds up being intercepted.
The first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the carry, it's Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go! Man 38! Man, flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back-to-back running plays, putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Bills. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. To throw now on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Brandon Marshall not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in his mid. Weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. 48 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, it's Walters. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Ohio! Ohio! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go!
On 3rd down. That's Walters. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Roethlisberger will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Flex round! Let's go! Flex round!
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! What? None! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited.
And now it's blocked. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go! Grand 38!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
That is right. Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Grand 38! Ohio!
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.